Hey guys, Mr. Gibson here. So this video is just reading the questions to the first quiz, Unit 1.1, over the structure of the atom. This is for those of you who would just like the quiz read to you, or if you normally receive the accommodation where someone is reading the quiz or the test questions out loud to you. So feel free at any point to pause the video, go back, listen to the question and answer choices again, whatever you need to do. I'm just going to go through and straight read the questions and the answer choices, and that's really all this video is. Okay, so first question, what is your first name? Type your first name there. Next question, what is your last name? Put your last name there. What is your class period? Click the class period that you're in, chemistry. Okay, and then we get into the actual quiz questions. These first few are multiple choice. First question says, the smallest particle of an element that retains the properties of that element is a or an what? Your first option is an atom. Your second option is an electron. Your third option is a proton. And your fourth option is a neutron. The next question, what is the relative mass of an electron? Your first option is 1 out of 1,840, the mass of a proton. Your next option is 1 out of 1,840, the mass of a neutron plus a proton. Your third option is 1 out of 1,840, the mass of a carbon-12 atom. And your final option is 1,840 times greater than the mass of a neutron. Next question. All atoms are what? All atoms are, and then we'll fill it in, okay? All atoms are positively charged with the number of protons exceeding the number of electrons, or negatively charged with the number of electrons exceeding the number of protons, or neutral with protons being equal to the number of electrons, or neutral with protons being equal to the number of neutrons. Next question. The particles that are found in the nucleus of an atom are neutrons and electrons, electrons only, protons and neutrons, or protons and electrons. Next question. The atomic number of an element is the total number of which particles in the nucleus? Neutrons, protons, electrons, or protons and electrons. So it's asking what is the atomic number? What number of particles does that tell you? Okay, next question. An element has an atomic number of 76. The number of protons and electrons in a neutral atom of the element are what? Your first option is 152 protons and 76 electrons, or 76 protons and 0 electrons, or 38 protons and 38 electrons, or 76 protons and 76 electrons. All right, next question. The sum of the protons and the neutrons in an atom are equal to the what? Atomic number, nucleus number, mass number or atomic mass. Let me read those again. Atomic number, nucleus number, atomic mass, or mass number. Next question. All the atoms of the same element have the same blank, have the same what? The number of neutrons, the number of protons, the mass number, or the mass. Next question. Isotopes of the same element have different what? Have different blank. Okay. Do isotopes of the same element have different numbers of neutrons, different numbers of protons, different numbers of electrons, or different atomic numbers? Next question, here you see a periodic table. It says using the periodic table, determine the number of neutrons in oxygen 16. Okay. I paused the video there because there was a mistake with the answer choices, and I have now fixed those. So let me reread the question. Using the periodic table, determine the number of neutrons in oxygen 16. Its atomic number is 8. Its atomic mass is, when rounded up, 16. 8. Does it have 8 neutrons? Does it have 1 neutron? Does it have 2 neutrons? Or does it have 3 neutrons? Next question. How many protons, electrons, and neutrons does an atom have with an atomic number of 50 and a mass number of 125? Is it 50 protons, 50 electrons, and 75 neutrons? Is it 75 electrons, 50 protons, and 50 neutrons? Is it 120 neutrons, 50 protons, and 75 electrons? Or is it 70 neutrons, 75 protons, and 50 electrons? Next question. Which of the following sets of symbols represents isotopes of the same element? In this top option here, we have 3 isotope notations. The first one has a mass number of 91 and atomic number of 42. The second one has a mass number of 92 and an atomic number of 42. The third one has a mass number of 93 and atomic number of 40. Option 2, the element has all 3 have mass numbers of 50. The first one has an atomic number of 19, the second one has an atomic number of 20, and the third one has an atomic number of 21. The third option, the first one has a mass number of 138 and an atomic number of 59. The second one, mass number 133, atomic number 55. The third one, mass number 133, mass number 54. And the fourth option, mass number of the first one is 84, mass number of the second one is 86, mass number of the third one is 87, and they all have the same atomic number, 38. Next question. In which of the following is the number of neutrons correctly represented? Here we have the isotope notation for fluorine, and it says the fluorine isotope below has 0 neutrons. Here we have the isotope notation of uranium, and it says it has 146 neutrons. Here the arsenic isotope has, here's its notation, and it says it has 108 neutrons. And the last one, it says magnesium, here's its symbol and isotope notation, and it is claiming that it has 24 neutrons. So which one of these statements, which of the 4, is correct when stating how many neutrons that element has? All right, we're done with multiple choice. These are open response questions, so you will type your answer from here. So first question says, which 2 subatomic particles contribute most of the mass to an atom? Type your answer there. You're going to list 2 of the 3 subatomic particles. Down here it says, briefly describe the subatomic particle located in a large region surrounding the nucleus. Be sure to include any details you can think of about this particle. Okay? You must type in complete sentences. Below we have a CER. This is your first one since doing the CER carousel feedback practice from the first week, and I'm going to walk you through exactly how to set it up. Okay? So the figure below is a model of an atom found in the periodic table. Examine the atomic model and identify the element. Be sure to make a claim, present your evidence, and give reasoning. So here is a picture of an atom. We have the nucleus, and we have the subatomic particles orbiting the nucleus in those energy levels. It wants you to identify the element. So in your claim, you are simply going to, in a complete sentence, tell me what element you think that is. In your evidence, you're going to list the things about this model that told you how or which element it was. What information told you what the answer was? Or in another way to phrase that is, you're going to list things that would back up your claim, that would support your claim. So you're trying to prove your answer, your claim correct. Your evidence, you're just going to list the pieces of information that support your claim. In your reasoning, you are going to type a paragraph explaining how each piece of evidence supports your claim. Okay? I hope that makes sense. If you have any questions at all, let me know. Here is a rubric for how I will score your CER, so make sure to take a look at that. All right, thank you.